Hi, good day. Today I will share with you something called in January 2023 I was in this shape, and then after 5 months I discovered a system. It become this, and from energyless to energy, full of energy. Right, what do we call this? This is called transform. Yes, transform. And ladies and gentlemen, what means transform is that it adds something or it minus something, or it just do certain of operations, functions, right? And that the one that before and the one after is really a different. Something is different, right? That's called transform. Now let's look at the next one. What is transform? List dot transform. Right, same thing here. Like a list dot transform. There is the list 1 and 2. And then for each of this item, you just plus 1 and become 2. Now, it is still a list. It's just like my situation, right? After transformation, I'm still human, right? It's still a human. It's just that it minus something, right? So rather than just plus 1, for me, it's minus something. Yeah. So as you can see that the list transform is really about it's a new list. Return the new list by applying the transform function. The transform function is specified here as the second parameters in the list.transform M language. So it's a second parameter. So it depends on what you want, right? So here is this that for each of these underscore, what does underscore means? It means the item. So rather than write item, we just use the underscore. Each item plus 1. For each of the item, the list plus 1 become 2. For each of the item here, plus 1 become 3. And this is the new list. This is the new list. That's why it returned as a list. Now, let's look at the next example. List.transform. Right? 1 over 2 each. And then for each of the item, what kind of transform function they apply? Well, it's called the number to text, because the original list is a list of number. So if you want to combine with a text message, you need to convert that number into a text. So there is a handy M language called number.toText. Right, so that is essentially that append a k to each value in the list. Right, before that you need to convert it to a text type. Alright, so now you learn two transform example. Now just watch another one here. Now suppose that you have a list of description here. If you want to extract all the numbers and the comma and the dot, right, you can use this text dot select for each of the item. So again, right, you can see that it's each, and then from here extract the 3. Now when you get this, you want to turn this into a list. You want to turn it into a list. How do we, or why we turn it into a list? Because that we don't want a comma. So how do we turn it into a list? Is that we use the text.split. Text.split is the one, right? So look at this here. Text.split, and then for each of these item, they are, because it's a text. So originally it's a text, right? The list that you split is a text. So you need to find a way. Now we're going to sum this value up, right? So to sum this value up, we need to turn this into a number first. So I return it into a number from text to number. We call that, okay, something to do with numbers. So we have the from text M language. So here it is, right? So number dot from text underscore And this is, and finally we can use the list.sum to sum it. So let's look at a good example here. Is that now you have a list here, you already load it into the Power Query. It's just a simple a single column, right? It depends on the quantum, right? It could be 1,000 items and you want to extract that. How would you do that? Right? And then I have this. Okay, so now you can see that it is now uh, successfully extract all the numbers together with a comma, right? So that it will not jumble up, right? So you use the text dot select. The description is really the column itself. So you tell Power Query, hey, go to this column description and look for each of the item and look for the number from 0 to 9. If you see a 2 dot, it means from 0 to 9. And also, if there's a dot, extract that as well. Comma, extract that as well, right? So pick this, right? 0 to 9, dot, and also comma. And this is exactly what it does, right? See, 3, 3, 5.4, and also comma. And let's look at the next one. Pen 4, pencil 5, scissor cover 6, right? So it really just extract the number and the comma. Same goes to here, right? So now, once you have these, right, you need to add another column. So go to add column, choose custom column. After you in the custom column, what you type is this one here. Is that list.transform, list.split, right? So the split here, you really split this value here into a list. So like I say that this after the split, that list is still a number because it is sorry, that list is still a text. So you need to find a way to convert it to a number. So that's why we do a operation on each item by calling the number dot from text. Now that will essentially convert each item here into a number. So once you convert into a numbers, now this new list is now a number list, no longer a text-based list. Now because it's a number list, we can call the list.sum, because the list.sum accept a list of number, not a list of text, and that's why we call the list.sum. Alright, so with that, we can successfully sum this up at 11.4. That's how cool is that, right? And that's conclude today's session, right? So this video, and you just learn how to transform from here to here. In case that you forgot, today's lesson, right, is about transform. Now basically is adding up someday, minus someday. So in this case, my dummy is now minus 2. This one, how long it takes, right? So this one takes more time than Power Query. The Power Query, it just takes a few function. Well, although it's still a few function, but it takes me 6 years to master Power Query, right? So to next level. So it's a journey of learning, and I wish you all the best. God bless you. God bless Malaysia. Merdeka, Merdeka, Merdeka. I record this in the month of June, heading towards July and August.